There are two types of project budgets. The ones you can see while there's still time to do something, and the ones you only understand after the damage is already done. Today, we're looking at 7 project budget management tools built for the first type. Tools that help teams see where the budget stands while there's still time to do something. Some of these you've probably heard of. 1 or 2 might be new. And by the end of this, you'll have a pretty clear idea of which one actually fits the way your team works. But before we get into the tools, let me give you a framework to evaluate them against, because the bar has shifted in the last year and not in the way most people think. A year ago, the differentiator was whether your tool had AI. In 2026, that question is settled. Most tools on this list now have some kind of AI layer. The real question is different. Was this tool built for the way services teams actually manage budgets? Or is budgeting just one piece of a much broader project, accounting, or enterprise planning system? Here are 5 pillars I'd score every tool against. Call them the 5 pillars of project budgeting for services teams. 1. End-to-end services flow. In a services business, the budget should stay connected from the first deal to the final invoice. Scheduling, time tracking, budget tracking, profitability, and invoicing all in one system. Every time budget data has to move between tools, there's a chance it gets delayed, duplicated, or out of date. A good budget tool should keep the live version of the budget, not just receive updates after the fact. 2. Service native budget structures. Hourly, fixed price, retainer, mixed, multi-phase. Services teams deal with all of these, sometimes in the same quarter. If a tool only handles 1 or 2 well, the rest turn into workarounds. The budget setup has to match how you actually sell the work. 3. Profit first, not cost first. A budget tool should not only tell you how much the project cost, it should be able to easily show you margin per project, profit by client, and budgets that might become unprofitable. 4. AI that handles operational work. Most tools on this list now have some kind of AI. What matters is whether that AI actually helps inside the workflow. Can it watch project risk, help with timesheets, draft reports, or turn meeting notes into tasks? Or is it mostly summarizing information your team still has to act on manually? That difference matters. And 5. Sized for services teams. The right tool for a 50-person agency is not the same as the right tool for a 5,000-person enterprise. Some tools are too light once budgets, resourcing, and profitability get serious. Others are so heavy that implementation becomes its own project. The best fit is the one that scales with you, without adding more processes than the team can actually use. And to sum it up, 5 pillars. End-to-end flow, service native budget structures, profit first, AI that handles operational work, sized for your team. Keep them in mind as we go through the 7. First up, productive. And full disclosure, this is our platform, so I'm going to be upfront about what it does and where it shines. Productive is an all-in-one tool built specifically for professional services, agencies, consultancies, IT services, that kind of thing. And it is the only tool on this list where I'd argue all 5 pillars are native, not bolted on. Let me walk you through why. Pillar 1, end-to-end flow. Productive runs the full services lifecycle in one platform. Sales CRM, project management, resource planning, time tracking, budgeting, invoicing, reporting. You're not syncing data between 5 tools, it's all one data model. Pillar 2, service native budget structures. Productive supports hourly, fixed price, retainer, mixed, and multi-phase budgets. So if the project is a retainer, you can set it to recur. If it's a longer project, you can split it into phases and budget each one separately. Pillar 3, profit first. Productive gives you margin per project, profit by client, forecasted unprofitable budgets, and full P&L per project is out-of-the-box reports, not custom builds. Cost tracking is the starting point. Profitability is what the platform is actually designed for. Pillar 4, AI that fits the workflow. Productive 5.0 launched this month, and it's worth pulling apart what we actually shipped. AI time tracking fills in timesheets from the work your team actually did, like from meetings and calendar entries. Agents watch your projects, flag risks, and propose next steps. AI Note Taker joins meetings and turns action items into tasks. Connectors and MCP service support plug Productive into GitHub, Notion, Atlassian, and any AI system that speaks MCP. The point isn't to add AI for the sake of having it. It's to take the operational admin off your team so they can do the work you actually built for. Pillar 5, sized for services teams. Plans start at $10 per user per month. You don't need a dedicated admin team to run it. Implementation takes days instead of months, and it scales. Agencies of 15 people use Productive, and agencies of 700 use Productive. Now, where Productive isn't the right fit, and I want to be honest about this. If you're a solo freelancer, or if your primary use case is bookkeeping and tax, there are simpler tools for both of those. Productive is built for services businesses that have outgrown spreadsheets. 14-day free trial, link is in the description. Next up, Smartsheet. Smartsheet gets a lot right as a work management platform with a familiar spreadsheet style feel. You get project management, resource planning, time tracking with solid budget tracking across time, fees, and expenses. You also get dashboards, automations, and AI support for project visibility and risk. The pillar gap is end-to-end services flow. Time and budget tracking and invoice workflows are there, but the full path from project work to client invoice still depends on templates, exports, or accounting integrations. For a broad project team, that may be fine. For a services business, that gap matters. Third on the list, QuickBooks. QuickBooks is an accounting software first, but it does more for projects than some people assume. You can track project income and costs, run profitability reports, track time, create invoices, and use Intuit Assist for finance admin like estimates, bills, reminders, and cash flow insights. Against the 5 pillars, QuickBooks is strongest on profit first reporting and AI that handles accounting work. Where it starts to feel less natural is the full services flow and service native budget structures. It can help you understand project costs, budgets, and profitability, but delivery, resourcing, and multi-phase work are not what it is built around. Number 4, SAP. SAP is the enterprise option. Financial planning, predictive analytics, scenario modeling, real-time cash insights, and AI-supported finance. If you're a large organization with complex operations, SAP can absolutely handle it. On the pillars, SAP hits pillars 1 through 4. That's the enterprise pedigree. The issue is pillar 5. SAP is sized for organizations with dedicated finance ops, dedicated implementation teams, and budgets to match. If you're a 2,000 person services company with a CFO who wants enterprise grade compliance, SAP might be exactly right. For most of the businesses watching this video, it's over. Anaplan, number 5. Anaplan is built for strategic and financial planning across pretty much every industry you can think of. Consumer goods, finance, manufacturing, tech. Where it really ends its keep is scenario modeling. What if revenue drops 15%? What if we double headcount in Q3? That's the use case. Anaplan is generally strong at enterprise planning, revenue models, cost models, scenario analysis, and planning decisions. The weaker fits are pillar 1 and pillar 5. It can connect project resources, costs, and revenue plans, but is not where teams usually manage the actual project work. Wrike, number 6. Wrike is a project management platform with task management, resource planning, time tracking, budgeting, reporting, and AI capabilities, including agentic features. Cross-functional teams really like it for keeping work aligned. On the pillars, Wrike covers a lot of the operational and AI side well. The catch is that the deeper financial features, including budgeting and profitability fields, sit on higher tier plans. If project delivery, collaboration, and resourcing are the main job, Wrike is a strong option. Just make sure that the finance features you need are included in the plan you're considering. And last on this list, Toggl Track. Toggl is the simplest tool here, and that's a big part of the appeal. It is time tracking first with project estimates, budget tracking, reporting, and profitability features built around that time data. On the pillars, Toggl is strongest on pillar 5. sized for services teams. It is simple, affordable, and strong for freelancers and smaller teams that need clean time data, budget visibility, and client-ready reports. The weaker fits are Pillar 1 and Pillar 4. Toggl is not trying to run the full services flow from delivery to invoicing, and you are not getting an agent watching budget risk and proposing the next move. So that's the 7. Now let me give you the part most top tools for you skip. Which one fits which kind of team? If you're a freelancer or a small team and what you really need is clean time tracking with budget visibility, go Toggl. Anything heavier is probably overkill. If your books are the priority and you mostly want clean invoicing, payments, expenses, and tidy financials, then go with QuickBooks. Just plan to pair it with a project tool as the work gets more complex. If you prefer working in a spreadsheet style tool, but want stronger project tracking, automation, resourcing, and budget visibility, then go with Smartsheet. Just know the full time to budget to invoice flow may still need some setup around it. If your team wants a strong all-around project management tool with resourcing, AI support, and budget visibility, then go with Wrike. Just make sure the finance features you need are included in the plan you're considering. If you're a large enterprise with a full dedicated implementation team and have complex compliance, SAP makes sense on the operational side, while Anaplan is stronger for strategic planning and scenario modeling. In some enterprise setups, you might use both. And if you're running an agency, consultancy, services business where project delivery, profitability, and invoicing all need to live in one platform sized for your team, that's exactly what Productive was built for. If you want to see what a service native all-in-one platform actually looks like in practice, the link to a free Productive trial and our 5.0 release is in the description. No credit card, 14 days, just poke around and see if it fits. And if you found this useful, give the video a thumbs up, it really does help us out, and let me know in the comments which tool you're using right now. I'm genuinely curious what's working for services teams in 2026.